Currently, my bank is worth just under 1 billion GP, which isn't even enough for some of the best weapons in the game, such as the Twisted Boat and the Tumakin's Shadow. So I decided to make use of the newly released Desert Treasure 2 bosses to try and build up my bank value to finally have a stronger arsenal of gear at my disposal, and finally be able to call myself a billionaire. We've just completed Desert Treasure 2 and it took us just over 6 hours. It's currently 5:30 PM. We've got to hit these drops while there's none in the game. Let's get started.
Tella, didn't you say you wanted to make boss guides?
Shit. Welcome to my quick and easy Vardorvis guide, my Duke Susselis guide, my Leviathan guide, my Whisperer guide. That took a while. Let's get some sleep. Okay, let's finally get to killing Vardorvis after that hell yesterday. God damn it!
You ready to make some videos for the second channel?
And whilst I was initially disappointed at Zay's proposal, the videos that we decided to do were 5 hours of 2 of the bosses each. For me, that was the Leviathan and the Whisperer. Today, we take on the Leviathan. Let's see if we can get lucky. Ooh! I got the quartz. So that's for the staff, right? Yes, Teller, indeed it is. And that was the 4th kill of the day. Wonder what else is in store for us. Yeah, there might have been a couple of these. That's our first unique from any of these bosses, the Awakener's Orb. Let's go get that banked. The orange text scared me, but the Awakener's Orb is something we're going to be seeing a lot. This unlocks the harder awakened version of all 4 bosses to unlock Blood Torva, so they're in high demand. At this point, they're worth 2.2 mil, but we'll see the price fluctuate a lot throughout the video. And another one. As you can see, it's only been an hour and 20 minutes since the last, and it's gone up by almost 300k. In 3 hours so far, we've hit 2 of these, so just on Awakener's Orbs alone, this is a 1.6 mil an hour boss. And then on top of the orbs, we've got the normal loot. Now, at all the Desert Treasure 2 bosses, if you get a perfect kill, which is basically do all of their mechanics right, you get an additional 50% loot, so this Dragon Bolt drop was 225 instead of 150. These help a ton. At the end of day 1, with the Awakener's Orbs and the normal loot, we got 8.2 million GP. And while I was happy with this, I really wanted to hit something big while they were still expensive. Day 3, we've still got to do the second channel videos, but that means we get to take on the Whisperer. Let's see if we can make more than yesterday. And there is kill number 1. What are we gonna get? No way! What a great start to the day. Awakener's Orb kill number 1. And for the keen-eyed of you, you might have noticed the price is almost 4.5 million. This one orb is worth both orbs from the Leviathan. This is a crazy start. After this orb, everything went a little bit dry. We got kill after kill with nothing in sight. We did get some really good normal drops, like these 7 dragon plate skirts. But then, after just over 2 hours, we got our first unique. Oh, and there's a new unique, a chromium ingot. Now, I don't know how much these are selling for, but you need 3 to make the ring, so it probably is about 1.5 mil. 1.5 mil for the official unique table is chump change. The Awakener's Orbs are triple that value. But it was nice to see a new unique, and we could have always hit the unique tail before and hit a ring piece. Who knows? We carried on this day and hit 1 more Awakener's Orb, and then sold up all of our loot at the end, and we ended up with just over 12 million GP. Not bad, we've made 20 mil so far, but it's not enough. We're finally free of the curse of other content. No more guides, no more second channel. We are playing now for us. Over the last 2 days, we only spent 5 hours actually killing the bosses, but now it's time to ramp that up. I want drops. We're going to be killing these all day, every day, for however long it takes to make that billion. And seeing as it's our most enjoyable, and we've already 100 kills or so in, we're going to start with the Leviathan, because it's the most fun. Leviathan. Subscribe and I'll stop making those jokes. Let's just kill it all day and we'll see how many kills we can get and how much money we can make. Kill count number 100. 4 rune arrows. Oh, but kill count number 101 is an Awakener's Orb. Another solid 2.3 mil. That's actually more than my last one went for. Now that is a sexy drop. 750k. Jeez. Interesting. I didn't know you could get duplicates of these. That's my second one. Hey, we've not seen one of these in a while. An Awakener's Orb. Apparently there's 2.6 now, so they're only going up. I guess people are really struggling with the Awakened versions. Yoink. And we just kept getting Awakener's Orb after Awakener's Orb after Awakener's Orb. And don't let the clips fool you. These were an hour to 3 hours apart. Then we decided to take a break and do a medium clue that we got. And there's the casket. Never lucky. And that's 250 kill count for Smoke Runes. Still, no unique at all. So we are really hoping that we've been hitting those invisible ring drops. And then we ended the day with another Awakener's Orb, getting around 180 kills in one day. We didn't actually get many kills this day, but we did make a huge leap forward in how we're actually killing the boss and how to speed up the kills. This is kill number 300 and we've still not seen one visible unique, so let's just huff that copium and hope that we've actually hit at least one ring piece. And it's not what we wanted, but it is a unique, a smoke quartz. I think that's number 3. Okay, so I just got that PB, so let's showcase what the new strategies are that we're actually incorporating. First, we're standing on a tile here, and on the 6th hit, we make sure that we stood next to the boss. If we stand too close right now, it'll melee, but this is the 6th hit coming out. So if you stand here, it'll drop a rock on that location. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stand here and we're just going to click back and forth like a Wook's walk. Every tick. If it helps, the click timing is the exact same sound that you hear the lightning. It can't be underestimated how much this actually helped, because this allowed us to attack every 4 ticks with the buffer. When you run around the room, the lightning catches up to you if you attack on 4 tick cycles. So you eventually get damaged and lose your perfect kills. Doing this, no damage, perfect tick cycle, faster kills. And then for a super speedy kill, on the final phase, we do a double web weaver spec while standing in the orb. So equip the web weaver, wait till you shine white, and then boom, look at the XP drops. Bang, double spec, dead. Absolutely insane, right? And while we discovered these methods, we didn't hit any drops on this day and only ended up with 72 kills. Well, it's not a unique, but we've not had one of these in a while. 359 kill count. I think that's 100 kill count since our last. Moment of truth for this orb, 3.5 apparently. Let's look. Oh, it genuinely is 3.5 mil. That is so good. These leeches are so funny. So for anyone that doesn't know, there's 3 abyssal leeches on the way to the Leviathan, and you can give them any item you want. Untradeable, tradable, whatever, and it'll change its name, and it'll remove the item from your pets and all sorts. This one's a skeletal champion scroll, this one's a basilisk head, this one's a super restore, which is not that great. But I hopped around yesterday and saw a Bando's Godsword and Sara Godsword, which is crazy. And while I was having fun checking out these leeches, the Leviathan was preparing something special, and something that would then motivate me to carry on playing this account at these bosses for the next 9 days. Oh, no! No way, we actually got the Vestige! Yes, that's the ring! We have no other uniques! That's the fucking ring! Oh my god! I am so happy. We literally have nothing else. If you're not sure how these drop rates work, you need to hit the ring 3 times to actually get it. So I've hit the unique table 3 times in 437 kills, because this was from the Whisperer. And that means I've hit the ring 3 times. This is so good. Oh, I'm so happy. I wonder how much this sells for. That's right. We hit the best drop on the table, and I genuinely could not believe it. In no world did I expect I'd hit 3 ring pieces. But we had one more hurdle to overcome. How do you freaking make the ring? Okay, so I think to make it, I need an archer's ring, and then I need 3 chromium ingots. Nothing interesting happens. Nothing interesting happens. Let me go wiki this. Okay, apparently we chisel the archer's ring, and now we got to Pier the Seer. Right, I can combine them now. Awesome. 500 blood runes. Okay, we get in there. We get in there. Right, we've got the Venator icon, and then I think we need a ring mold, and we've just got to go to a furnace. Let's go. Okay, use the icon on the furnace. Craft a Venator ring. Yes. And there it is. Oh, man, I don't know. I'm going to sell it, obviously, but gee, that is so cool that I got one. Oh, my God. Sold for 250 mil. Oh, this is so worth it. I can't believe it. I don't mind not hitting that axe piece. We need to move to another boss now. That is insane. And while I'm sat here, my heart beating incredibly fast, I realize that the day is far from over and we have much more that we can do. After increasing my total bank value by 25%, I was hyped. There was nothing that could stop me. So I carefully picked the next boss, Vardorvis. And as it was approaching the early hours of the morning, I decided that I needed to just go and kill some and build into this hype. Let's get started. Since I made my Vardorvis guide, a lot more strategies for this boss have came out. Apparently, just by standing on these 2 marked tiles, you can avoid every bit of damage. Let's try it out. When standing on the edge, he also can't spawn the floor stuff, which is really good because it just saves you from dealing with the mechanic. This is an example of a bad spawn of axes where they're both kind of on the tiles, but you can avoid all the damage by getting the timing perfect. As you can see here, I run between both and none of them actually damage me. We're going to be using this strat for all of our Vardorvis kills. Ooh, and a new PB 141, Claws and Thralls coming in clutch. But then the worst thing happened. Thankfully, it didn't count as a kill. Finally, the strangled tablet. Gimme? Ooh, a medium clue. You know we gotta do these. And there's the casket. I will get lucky one of these times. No, I mean, we got a collection log slot. I'm not grumbling at that. We got 239k, 27 runite ore, the best drop so far, and a perfect kill. We've actually started getting those now. That was a speedy kill. 120. We getting better. Oh, and that's our first Awakener's Orb at Vardorvis. There's still over 3 mil. We will get that sold ASAP. Oh, what a drop. Onyx bolts and an elite. I decided to suck it up and end the day by doing the elite for less than the medium clue. To start off day 7, we spent around 6 hours at Vardorvis. We hit 3 Awakener's Orbs, selling for an average of 3.5 million each, which added up nicely. Then we took a short break to lend some gear from friends. I borrowed a Tumakan's Shadow from a fellow content creator, Max Nick. I borrowed full Torva from my friend Mo, and I borrowed full Ancestral and a Scythe from my friend Bong. Thanks to all 3 of you. And as I'm now officially a billionaire, we could end the video here, but I guess we'll power through. We went back to Vardorvis to test out Torva, and it absolutely slaps. But just like clockwork, kill count number 200, we got a new collection log slot. A blood quartz, not what I wanted to see, but it is new. When testing the new bosses initially, one of my favourites was always the Whisperer. In fact, with the newly acquired Max Mage gear, I decided to end Vardorvis early and head to the Whisperer for some super speedy kill times. The plan is to stay here till either a ring or an axe piece. I really wouldn't mind being stuck here for a few days. Oh. Yep, 4 kills. It took 4 kills to get the axe piece. I guess we don't need this shadow anymore. But this set us up for our future plans. We now had an axe piece. We didn't hit one from the Leviathan or Vardorvis, but now we've got a goal to go for. The axe at this point was worth still 2 billion GP. So this drop was essentially worth 500 mil. We had to get the rest. To keep things fresh, we're going to be tackling Duke Sussulus next. Now, personally, this is not my favourite fight because of the prep phase that's similar to the Abyssal Sires. But the fight itself is kinda chill, so this should be a really relaxing grind comparatively. The main thing we're hunting for is the axe piece, anything else is a bonus. The Scythe and Torva absolutely rip through this thing, especially if a BGS spec hits. This room's fairly systematic, the fight doesn't really change each time, the prep doesn't change, so let's just see what we got up to. And just like every other boss, we're starting it off with a lovely little Awakener's Orb. Oh, and there's the frozen tablet. This is the last teleport we need for the ring. And there is a fully complete ring. That feels good, man. This ring's so useful now. In fact, this Gorok dungeon teleport is actually the best teleport for the Phantom Musper as well. So if anyone wants to grind that for the pet, make sure you come and get this drop first. And there's a third quartz, the Ice Quartz. It's a shame that the duplicates don't have any use, so let's hope we don't hit any more of these. The rest of the day was uneventful. We got a little drop of runite ore, which was our best drop at the boss yet. And then we finished up with a duplicate Ice Quartz. Let's go get some rest. Today was crazy, and I genuinely mean that. Almost every kill was money. We started off the day with 2 medium clues, not getting ranger boots as per usual, and then we just hit Awakener's Orb after Awakener's Orb after Awakener's Orb. I'm not kidding, I think we hit a total of 9 Awakener's Orbs today, selling for over 30 million GP all on their own. We had our fair share of hiccups though, like DCing due to my internet and luckily surviving, but even the normal drops were adding up. And then, after all of our hard work, we hit a unique. No, not that one. We hit our first Virtus piece. The ring or the axe piece would have been better for sure, but nothing beats seeing a 17mm drop on the floor in all its purple glory. Well, except seeing a 36 million drop on the floor in all its purple glory. Yep, that's right, we hit not 1 but 2 Virtus pieces in a single day. We made over 80 million GP today, and I could not be happier. Then, as if abiding by the laws of alchemy and equivalent exchange, our happiness turned into sadness as we DC'd once again. But this time, we logged in and saw Falador Castle. This must be the game's way of telling me to stop playing for over 12 hours a day. Day 9 can best be described like this. Yep, genuinely nothing interesting happened, and Pokemon was the only way to relieve my frustrations. We started the day off completing a master clue for probably the worst loot in existence, and then we decided to switch things up after yesterday's terrible day and move back to Vardorvis. We currently have 0 uniques in 200 kills so far, but with Torva we should get faster kills, so let's go snag some loot. Yoink, gimme that orb. We hit an elite clue shortly after for this. At least it outdid the master. Back at Vardorvis, we hit another orb, and then something weird happened. Don't know what I've done here, but what is going on with this blood rune? Right click it, null, hover over it, null, move it, still null, but when I move it there, it's highlighted? I am very confused and concerned. Oh, I've clicked it and it's stopped now. That's so freaking weird. I don't know if I've spent too much time here and I'm like hallucinating or if I'm just going crazy, but if you know what happened here, please comment below. We got a couple more clues, hitting a decent 411k elite clue, actually one of my best. Went back to Vardorvis for an orb and then took a detour to the Grand Exchange. At this point, I discovered that the Bellator ring seemed to outdo the Ultor ring at Vardorvis. They seem to have fallen to 200 million GP, so let's grab one and hopefully not regret it. And we soon realised that even with the ring dropping around 20 million GP an hour, we would not regret it at all, as we must have landed on the enchanted Bellator ring with additional luck and strength. Because shortly after purchasing it, we hit not only an insane PB of 104, 9 seconds faster than our previous time, but then hit a 102 with only the Fang. We did 0 claw specs that kill. Then, as if that wasn't good enough, a couple of hours later we hit this. No way! Oh, I've not hit a unique, but I've got the pet! I've got the pet! Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. 396 kill count. That's our first Desert Treasure 2 pet. I genuinely fell in love with this thing. It has emotes. The pet can freaking backflip. This is my favorite pet by far. And while we were ecstatic about the pet, soon after we did hit 400 kill count with absolutely no uniques to our name. Yes! Oh my god, we actually hit it. This is the first unique from Vardorvis and it's the axe piece. Yep, within our first couple of hours of the day, our first exciting drop was the axe head. We're halfway there. So we moved on from Vardorvis and went straight to the Duke. This time, equipped with a Bellator ring and hopes and dreams. No! The third chromium ingot from Duke. Oh, that sucks, man. We've hit the table 5 times now in 423 kills. That's not what I meant by hopes and dreams. Oh, and that's another ice quartz. That's number 4, I think. All that. Come on, Duke. But even without hopes and dreams working, the Duke just absolutely craps out money. As per usual, we get a load of Awakener's Orbs, but we also hit 7 Dragon Plate Legs multiple times here, as well as yet another useless quartz. I then realised that I personally much prefer the Lightbearer at Duke, so we ended up selling the Bellator ring. Now, as you can see on screen, we took a 57 million loss on this. And yes, we've profited more than that in the last few days, but this hurts. But I'm sure it's not going to rise after this if it's fell that far that fast. It's only been a day. Boys, it's bad. I looked on GE Tracker, it's only been 3 hours and it's up to 158 mil. We might have made a big boo-boo there. Man, it's the day after and I've just checked GE Tracker and the Bellator ring's currently 163 mil. Let's not buy rings on release again. But it's okay, I could feel it in my sleep-deprived bones. Today was the day of redemption. We hit 600 kill count, inching ever so slightly towards the drop rate, and then a couple of hours later, we hit our third piece of Virtus. Oh, we love to see it. Virtus bottoms, these'll never get old. And although annoying, as Virtus is the same drop rate as an axe piece and we've had it 3 times, we had 30 million GP in our pocket and didn't lose hope. Then, just a few kills later, in the same inventory, we hit it. Yes! We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Literally, this is the day after the Vardovis one. That's 3 out of 4. This is literally like 28 hours after. In the same inventory as the Virtus bottoms. We sold the Virtus for 31.5 million GP, and now there was only one thing left to do. Return to where it all started. Return to where we earned our first $250 million GP drop. Return to the Leviathan. But this was a race against time. We're 12 days after the release of Desert Treasure 2, and although we've currently been spooned, other people have been luckier. And the axe price has fallen to 650 million GP, and it'll only get lower. With little time left in the day, we got a couple more kills and then we went to bed, hoping that the axe price stays stable. Welcome to my Leviathan locked main account, whose sole purpose is hunting the axe piece for 16 hours a day. The axe is currently stable, sitting at 630 million GP, but this is truly a race against time. Weirdly though, I'm not stressed. I don't mind being stuck here as we just see orange text after orange text after orange text. And as we're proficient in Leviathan killing, we get a perfect kill almost every time, leading to even the Onyx bolt tip drops showing as orange text. But we really need to hit this axe piece. We went above rate on not only Awakener's orbs, but also smoke quartz, averaging 1 every 80 kills. But with no use for duplicates, I'd love to spoon something else. Not that. We continued to get orange text, kill after kill, making over 30 million GP a day, but the axe piece was nowhere to be seen. We hit 600, 700, 800 kills, smashing well past the drop rate, and on the 9th of August, Jagex did something incredible. They added a chest that gives loot from the boss's table in exchange for duplicate quartz. So we decided to stop by and use our duplicate quartz, and this is what we got. We rushed straight back to the Leviathan, avoiding every clue it dropped as we genuinely cannot waste any more time. After being stable at 630 million GP for 5 days straight, the axe started to drop, and it never seemed like it would stop. We seriously needed to hit it now or this grind would not have been worth it. We pushed past to 900, 1000 and even 1100 kills with nothing but orbs and ingots in its place. Not even a Virtus piece. We kept pushing and pushing, earning millions along the way, but not enough to counter the falling price of the axe. For every 1 million GP we earned, the axe dropped by 2 million GP. We had to hit it now. We pushed, and then eventually, we hit it. Holy shit! I got it! Leviathan's Lure, we've completed the axe! 1,136 kill count, it's there. Gotta make sure that is in my inventory, oh my god. Oh, we got it. Let's get out of here. We rushed to the bank, collected the axe pieces and reminisced. We thought about all the effort we put into this, the literal blood, sweat and tears brought on by this grind, and I let out a huge smile. We got the Venator ring, which made this whole grind viable from the get-go, and sold it for $250 million GP. We then got the first axe piece, the Siren Staff, at 80 kill count. That kickstarted this entire adventure. Followed up by the Executioner's Axe Head at Vardovis at 467 kill count, as well as our new favourite little pet. Then the most profitable grind of all, making us almost 200 million GP even without the axe piece. Duke Susselis, who gave us his eye at 641 kill count. And finally, ending where it all began, the Leviathan's lure was achieved at 1,136 kill count. We assembled the axe, stuck it on the Grand Exchange, and it seems we were late to the party, as it only sold for 412 million GP. And whilst I was happy with this, if it had been not even 24 hours earlier, we would have made over 250 million GP more. After collecting all of our winnings, like a cruel twist of fate, we received 999,200,000 GP from the bosses. After subtracting all of our supply costs, deaths, and just items dropping post-update, we profited around 750 million GP. I might not be able to confidently call myself a billionaire, but I do have over a billion GP in cash. I do have a 1.7 billion GP bank. I made a lot of money this video, and I have a brand new child whom I shall cherish. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.